Hello everybody! I'm back from the dead from my 4-month hiatus! First off, let me actually apologize for that. My life's been kind of crazy lately, and I've had a lot of changes and maturing I've had to go through. And I'm not gonna lie, it also had to do with laziness and my editing software breaking on me. It's actually still broken to this day, so if it weren't for my amazing editor, the Controller, the video you're watching right now just wouldn't be. If you haven't checked him out, by the way, you definitely should. He has awesome content, and the link will be to him down below in the description. Now, I'm sure you're wondering, what is Aberdenie's artistic analysis? Well, it's a new segment where I take other people's characters and try to change up things in their design and story, draw the corrections in a mini speed paint where I dubbed over what I edited and why, and at the end of every video, I draw a full piece of the character I enjoyed the most. In this episode, I'm gonna warn you, I got quite a bit of pony characters in this one, but they're the most that I got, so I gotta work with what I got. But hey, if you guys want to submit some of your characters for some good old Aberdenie analysis, head on to the description and fill out a form, and you might be in the lineup of the next episode. First, let's start off with Darkstorm, Princess of Ice and Darkness. Now, the obvious problem with this character is that it's slightly edgy, and her color palette is overly dark with no balance of colors. Not to mention she's an alicorn and a princess. So, I lined up her colors and made her horn and wings ice. Plus, gave her a cold, fierce expression because she's supposed to be the princess of ice and darkness, so I'd imagine she'd be deadpan, but intelligent. Plus, making her blind would be a good way to handicap her from being too powerful. Maybe connect her powers with her lack of eyesight to make things a little more interesting.
Cause if you're messing with me, I am a dangerous weapon. I am the sharpest of blades. I'll cut you down in a second. Cause I was born in this pain. It only hurts if you let it. So if you think you can take me, then you should go and forget it. And after all this time, you're back for more. I won't stop until they know my name. So I'll take what's mine and start this war. I'm coming at you like a tidal wave. When everything you know has come at your list, I am rising high. Only stars remain off the whirlwind. We'll fight in the ashes. You're losing the fight when there's no one left to carry. This is an illusion. Open up your eyes. This pain persists. I can't resist, but that's what it takes to be infinite. Yeah, so look around you and tell me what you really see. I'm never ending, that's the difference in you and me. Cause when your time is up and everything is falling down, it's only me and you who is gonna save you now. So look around you and tell me what you really see. You live a lie and that's the difference in you and me. I have the power, let me show you what it's all about. It's only me and you who is gonna save you now.
Speaking of blindness, this leads me on to the next character I'm drawing. This cute little robot that's basically this 11-year-old little girl's view into the world. Right off the bat, when I first saw this idea, I fell in love, and I'm sure the person who submitted it wanted me to do the girl Mei, but I took a really good look at her design, and I enjoyed it the way that it was. Although I thought the robot could benefit from a few aesthetical changes. I wanted to stick with a square design for most of its body structure because the original rounded body reminded me too much of Eva from WALL-E. I also felt like the cat ears were a little out of its place in its design, so I tried to recreate it with wires to make it look more mechanical-like. I also replaced the neon light green with a lighter blue that was originally on its head, put black X's in its eyes to make it look more connected with Mei, and transitioned the eyes to a light orange. Lastly, I put lines on its face to make it more look like a monitor. The creator didn't say much about its personality other than it likes hugs and is best friends with Mei. I would suggest making the robot intelligent but completely clueless on how to deal with emotions and people, making it hard to explain things to Mei about the world in a way she would understand. Next is this dear My Little Pony OC named Sage. I didn't make many changes to her design, only made the spots on her tail go up her back, made her belly the same color brown as the fur patch under her tail, changed her nose color to black, and changed the antlers to something a little more deer and a little less bighorn sheep. I didn't color her eyes, but if I were to, I would have made them a pastel red to stand out from her other earthly colors in her design. She's a baker that puts herbs in her candles and pastries, and I would suggest maybe giving her an interest in healing others and having an old personal garden to grow her herbs. Now, this next one is a Cyclops named Maggie. I didn't change much in her design either. Just made little changes in her outfit, changed her bone color, and gave her Mike Wazowski horns because I couldn't help myself. The creator didn't say much about her personality other than she has an old-fashioned sense. Maybe you have her have an interest in old-fashioned things like old-fashioned decor and give her an old lady charm to her. I would add more, but I really don't have anything to work with here. Drawing her took 5 million attempts and I'm really not stoked with the way it came out, but hey, they're not all gonna be winners. last, but certainly not least, this My Little Pony OC named Coca Twist. This is definitely my favorite of the batch that I edited. Originally, she kind of looked like a Fluttershy recolor with an unlovely palette and a very boring clover cutie mark. So, I brightened up her colors except her eyes, which I made a pinkish brown, changed up her mane to make it similar but not exactly the same, to make it more original looking, and lastly, changed her cutie mark to 2 cocoa sticks tied together with a bow. Her story's pretty simple, being a chef from Canterlot that likes to dance and eat savory foods. There's nothing in particular I'd really change about that, but except maybe expand it a little more, but that's all I could say. Today's video of my fully drawn piece is this cat character named Jones. He has a fear of whales, and with a lack of sea knowledge, he gets him and his little brother lost at sea. And with every attempt to sail home, they just get more and more lost. The design was super cute, and the story was simplistic but fun, so I chose him to be the winner. That's the complete reason why. Yeah, it has nothing to do with him weirdly looking like my cat. What? No. And with that, we draw the video to a close. I hope you enjoyed it, and please try to be patient with my uploads. I'm really gonna try to work on a reasonable schedule for me to keep up on so I can start posting again. Thank you so much for watching, and stay creative. Hey, I know that was the end card and everything, but I quickly just wanted to thank all the new subscribers I've gotten recently. Every single one of you has made a world of difference to me. Obviously, art's pretty important to me, and I see this channel as a first step of maybe making art a bigger part in my life. And having all of you to support me only makes me want to do better. So, really, thank you.
She keeps the sunset right when